Stat and Runner Space, hanging out in Palos Verdes. What an awesome day it was for both the Mira Costa and Hawthorne cross country programs, and a big reason why. The woman in front of me, Renee Williams-Smith, Mira Costa, Brooks Inspiring Coach of the Year, and definitely inspiring not only her athletes but the Hawthorne athletes as well, with the generous donation of shoes to the Hawthorne program. Renee, you talked about when Brooks was generous enough to give you this award that you guys really wanted to then have that opportunity to pay it forward and do something nice for somebody else. But now that it's actually come and you guys have met Coach David Guerra and the Hawthorne kids, what are your takeaways from today?
That was great. It was an instant connection. I mean, I think runners can connect on a completely different level, and he's doing a great job starting up a program, and it was really fun to be able to help them start their season out. And just a new program coming back to the area is such a good feeling to be able to be a part of that. You can see that they're excited. We all ran together today, and when we were done, they said, why don't you come run with us on a couple Saturdays at the park that we run at? And it's just a great environment. I think we all sort of feed off of each other in a positive way with running.
You've had so many wonderful experiences in the sport, on the course and off the course, but to see how fired up your kids were to kind of almost be like Santa Claus, handing out the presents, and then also to see the Hawthorne kids' reactions, like when they're opening up these boxes, you would have thought these shoes were plated in gold. I mean, how rewarding, how worthwhile is that?
Oh, unbelievable! It's just a great feeling. I'm so thankful to Brooks for giving us this opportunity. It's not something we ever would have thought of otherwise, and I think I told you that earlier. I noticed that when I was up at the award ceremony with all the other 25 coaches, so many of them give back to the running community and just the community in general. But it was just a great feeling out there today. It was just like a new bond and a new friendship. And it's just lovely that we can do that through running. And so I am super thankful to Brooks and their Inspiring Coach program.
You guys have interacted with so many programs. You've had history with Saugus and Coach Renee Paragas, Palos Verdes, Coach Brian Shapiro. But I mean, obviously those have been programs that kind of are on the same level and kind of match the same training or whatever. Are you hoping that this is the type of thing where these Hawthorne kids get inspired and motivated by the fact it's like, hey, we kept up with some of these Mira Costa kids, and hopefully it's going to continue to drive them as the season goes along?
Yeah, absolutely. That would be nothing more exciting than see them to be super successful. And you can tell they're excited about running. So it would be awesome to see them move up in the ranks. And I feel like that's how we started. The first time we got second to Saugus, we were 100 points behind him. I spent some time with Renee, our team spent some time together, and the next time we were like 30 points.
Right.
So I would love to see the same thing happen to Hawthorne.
And the fact that just because you're so dialed in and have so many ties with this running community, like you said a few moments ago, just about you want to see all these programs come back and be strong and represent the South Bay. And Hawthorne was so synonymous for so long with greatness and running. So I mean, this probably has to make you feel good just from the standpoint that it's like we want to see them restore that tradition because it only adds more credibility to the South Bay.
Absolutely, because the South Bay is already good, but you're right, it just brings in more credibility to the South Bay to have another super strong program in the area.
Okay.
And you can tell that David's going to do some really good work there.
Absolutely. Shifting gears really quick, let's talk about your level of excitement and enthusiasm for what this group of girls could put together this year. I had the opportunity to talk with Emma and Natasha, great kids, great leaders. Yeah. I mean, obviously you graduate Abby, but what's in the stars for Mira Costa this year?
Well, we're gonna work hard this year. Everybody's bringing back all their girls, so we're missing Abby, but we're bringing back still 5 of our top 6, 5 of our 7. So we're excited, and they're working hard, and they're definitely excited, and they know they've got some work to do, and they're up for it. And that's what's exciting for me, to be able to coach them, that they're in it 100% and then some. Okay.
But days like this are the reminders to them that it's like, hey, we're going to have our share of invitationals, and we're going to have our share of league meets and stuff like this, but it's like, it's always important to take time to put community and friendship, yeah. and generosity and selflessness ahead of even a workout.
Yeah, these are the things that you remember. They really are. These are the things that you remember, years on down the road.
Okay, and just refresh my memory. When will you guys be putting on the racing shoes and getting after it for real?
Well, we open up next week at Laguna, but I've got probably most of my varsity girls are not going to be there because they're taking the ACT next week. So our first league meet on, I believe it's the 24th, is going to be really our big opener.
Okay, and then Stanford?
And then we're going to Stanford this year, and they're fired up to go to Stanford, so I am too.
Very cool. And obviously I'm sure you guys are going to have some rooting interest in the Hawthorne program the same way they will for you for the rest of the year.
We're absolutely going to follow them. Because we used to be in their league years ago, and then Santa Monica's in their league. We used to be in the league with Beverly Hills, who's also in their league now. So we're super excited to cheer them on and see them succeed.
Well, I know that when they get on the line next week at Rosemead, that they're going to be thinking about you guys and all the generosity and the friendship and the interaction that they had. So again, wonderful gesture by Brooks. Wonderful gesture by Brooks. Wonderful gesture by Mira Costa, and the cross-country community as a whole was a winner today. So we thank you for that. Renee Williams-Smith, Mira Costa, the Brooks Inspiring Coach of the Year, and keep up the good work, Renee.
Thank you.
Thanks.